Hey everybody, I'm Corey,
LaQuita Marie,
and together we're co-founders and teaching artists for Atumpan Edutainment. LaQuita, we always want to ask questions to make sure we know what's on people's minds. So what questions do we have for them today for the story adventure?
Okay, my question is, have you guys ever judged a book by its cover? Another question is, why are we different from each other?
And what I want to know from you guys is how many of you are afraid of snakes?
Did you have to hiss? I'm actually afraid of snakes. Well, those are great talking points. We'll discuss those after the story that you're going to hear in just a moment.
But don't forget to hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel.
All right, guys, let's get right into the story of Ojola the snake. What kind of snake is Ojola, by the way?
Ojola is an African rock python. And we're going to find out what happens when he encounters a farmer who learns that he can talk and has a trick up his snake sleeve.
Ooh, all right, let's go.
Today we're going to introduce you to one of Africa's largest snakes called the rock python.
Africa is famous for its large variety of animal species, colorful birds, large mammals, and beautiful reptiles. Rock pythons have an average length of 10 feet, and they also have an average weight of about 110 pounds. That's a big snake. Rock pythons usually hunt large rodents, small monkeys, and young crocodiles in the wild.
Rock python will eat livestock like goats and calves. There have not been any reports of rock pythons eating humans, but today's story is a tale about what might happen when a farmer makes a bad deal with a rock python named Ojola.
Special thanks to Baba Don and Mama Tutu of Orishi Rishi African folklore.
There are lots of differences between people that we should celebrate. But sometimes we let the differences between us divide us. Just as it is in the case of the story we're going to tell today of Ojola the snake and the farmer. LaQuita Marie, are you ready to help me with the music?
Absolutely. I'll play the rhythm of the Jolly, the griot, the storyteller and history keeper of the people.
Long ago in a land far away, a farmer was in his barn getting his tools ready for the next day's work, when suddenly he heard a great commotion. When he opened up his barn door, in slithered the largest rock python he had ever seen in his life. The rock python raised his head and said, "Help me, please. Hide me from the other farmers. They are trying to kill me." The farmer reached for his hoe and he said, "Yes, I will hide you all right. You hide in our gardens and scare our children when they come to fill their baskets. You eat our chickens and our goats and our calves. Yes, I will hide you. The hiding I'm going to do is removing your hide so that I can make myself a new pair of shoes." The snake said, "No, do not hurt me. Why do you wish to kill me? Simply because I do the things that I must do as a snake to survive." The farmer looked at the snake and said, "Yes, but you make your living by stealing from others. I earn my meals by the work of my hands and the sweat of my brow." The great snake said, "Yes, that is true. But look at me. I don't have hands or arms to do the work that you do. So I must do what snakes do best to survive. But I will make you a promise. If you hide me from the other farmers, I promise to never steal your chickens, your calves, or your goats, or to build my nest in your garden ever again." The farmer considered the snake's words and decided to let the snake hide in a bale of hay. And when the danger passed, the farmer said, "Okay, come on out." And the snake slithered out. The farmer said, "Tell me your name." And the snake began to coil around the farmer and said, "My name is Ojola, and I am hungry, so I must eat." The farmer looked at the snake and said, "Oh, Ojola, what are you doing? You promised, I promised, not to eat your chickens, your calves, or your goats. But you, sir, are not a chicken, you are not a calf, and you are not a goat. So you are fair game. I am hungry, and I am going to eat you. The farmer said, now, Ojola, whenever two people cannot agree on something, they must have their case heard by a judge. That is true. Very well. But we will not go before another man to hear our case, because surely he will take your side. Let us go before nature, the trees, the grass, the river, and the wind, and let them pass their judgment. So the farmer headed towards the forest with Ojola still coiled around him. And they told their story to the tree, the grass, the river, and the wind. The tree passed judgment first. I provide shade for man on hot days with my branches, and bear fruit for his family to eat. And he thanks the heavens for me by singing, oh shade, bye bye, bye bye. But then when he wants to build a new fence or a new house, he chops me down. So therefore I will show this farmer no mercy. Ojola, you may eat that farmer. What do you say, grass? The grass began to sway about, and the grass said, I provide grazing grounds for man's livestock. And when they are fat and happy, he thanks the heavens for me by singing, oh shade, bye bye, bye bye. But then when he wants to plant a new crop, he says I am nothing but weeds that are in his way, and he cuts me down. So therefore I will show this farmer no mercy. Ojola, you may eat the farmer. The river spoke next. I provide water for man and his livestock, and he thanks the heavens for me by singing, oh shade, bye bye, bye bye. But when I overflow my banks in the rainy season and flood his fields, he curses me and throws boulders in me to stop me from running freely. So I will show this farmer no mercy. Ojola, you may eat the farmer. The wind in all her wisdom was the final judge. And she blew about and said, all things were created to be what they are and who they are. And they were created to do the things that come naturally for them to do. And that is a cause for a great and glorious celebration. So the wind gave the farmer a drum and gave Ojola the snake a drum. And in order to play his drum, Ojola let the farmer go. As a great rhythm filled the air, the wind danced about. It said, all things are different and created to be different from one another. And that is what gives the world its flavor. So, you must do what comes natural to you to do. Ojola, since you are a snake and it is in your nature to eat a man, go ahead and eat this farmer. Yes, Ojola hissed. And farmer, the wind said, since you are a man and it is in your nature not to be eaten by a snake, then don't be eaten. And when the farmer heard this, he realized that Ojola had let him go. And he began to run and sang, oh shade, bye bye. Ojola the snake was angry. Wind, you tricked me out of my meal. Now I must go chase him down. The wind waved and said, yes, Ojola, happy hunting. I hope you like fast food. The snake, Ojola, slithered quickly behind the farmer, and the farmer ran into the barn, and Ojola ran in behind him. And in the dark barn, all of a sudden you heard, whack! Then the barn door opened. And the farmer walked out, carrying Ojola on his shoulder. Now, the farmer said, I have plenty of snake skin to make a new pair of shoes. And that was the end of that. We hope you enjoyed today's story of Ojola the snake and the farmer. Now, we talked about 3 questions earlier, LaQuita, and the first one we asked is, have you ever judged a book by its cover? I know I have in the past. And one area that I'm familiar with is when you're talking about like people that maybe homeless. You have certain ideas of why they're in the situation that they're in. But a friend of ours that was a police officer, he said, don't always judge a book by its cover, because sometimes a homeless person that you see out there in the street might actually be an undercover police officer that's keeping the community safe.
Or the person that you think they need your help, but they don't. They're like okay with their situation. That might be the look they're going for.
Yeah, that is true too. Some people have that kind of fashion sense.
I mean, no, that's actually happened to me, where I was trying to give this lady money in McDonald's, and she said, "Do I look like I need your money?" And I thought, remember I told you about?
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
I remember thinking, yeah, that's why I'm giving it to you. But yeah, she was okay. Like, she was good to go. And I've actually seen her around town, and that lady is okay.
So the answer is, we've all judged the book by its cover, but should we do that? No, because people are different. And why are people different? Why do you think people are different?
You know, we're just different. Like, there are differences. Like, for example, you and I, we both were able to see when we were in high school. That's how we started dating. Yeah, I thought you were handsome. You thought I was cute. And then you lost your sight the year after high school.
And I still think you're cute, by the way.
Hey, so yes, you know, we're different. It doesn't mean that somebody's better, somebody's worse. We're just different.
And that's what gives the world its flavor. Everybody having the differences to contribute to make up the world and make the world special. Now, the last question that I asked was, how many of you are afraid of snakes?
Yeah.
Honestly, I am definitely afraid of snakes. But my grandfather had a different spin on it. You know, my grandparents practiced animal husbandry, which is a fancy word for raising hogs and ducks and goats. I mean, not goats, but geese, I should say. Livestock. And, you know, whenever we would see a snake, our first instinct was to be like the farmer in the story and to get a rake or a shovel and like, take it out. But my granddad's perspective was, where is the snake? If the snake is in the garden, great, because he's keeping rabbits and other animals out of that garden from eating his fruits and vegetables. If the snake is in the corn crib where you keep the corn to feed the chickens and ducks, then great, because he's keeping the rats and mice out of the corn. But if the snake is in the chicken coop or in the duck pen, that's a problem, because he might be trying to eat the baby chickens or the baby geese.
Got it. Great
or
talk.
goslings.
Oh yeah, baby geese are called goslings, right?
Right, goslings.
Well, guys, we hope you took something away from that story today. We hope you enjoyed this story and that you're excited for this information. If so, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share it, and please subscribe. This way other people can find the content as well.
Well, thank you for joining us on this story adventure with me, Corey.
Me, LaQuita Marie.
Of Atumpan Edutainment.